Ladies, if you're over 40, this might resound with you. You walk into your closet, it's hot outside, it's summertime, and you look in your closet and nothing feels like you anymore. And it's not just the clothes, like something just feels off. Does that sound like you? Well, it sounds like me, so that's why I made this video. So let's dive into this subject, the 3 most common mistakes that we make, us women over 40. If you're ready, let's dive in. If we've not met before, my name is Tina Schwahn, and I'm a personal stylist and online style educator for women. And as such, I help brilliant women speak up, show up, and shine through the transformative power of personal style. And today, we're going to talk about 3 of those most common mistakes that women make with their wardrobe. There are 3 common mistakes that we make as women that I'd like to dive in with you. So mistake number 1 is really getting stuck in a style rut. Sometimes we get stuck in a style rut and we keep wearing the same thing we've been wearing. It doesn't necessarily feel aligned with who we are anymore, but we don't know where to start. So we just keep going. And as you know, the confused mind just shuts down. And so then you just keep going back to the same old outfit. And there's really no effort to it, which we want to be effortless, but we still want to look put together. So that is mistake number 1, getting stuck in a rut. Don't let it happen to you. Style mistake number 2, and that is endlessly chasing the trends. If you're endlessly just switching things out and constantly buying new things, just trying to chase the trends, but they don't really suit you, then are you really doing what's right for you? Like, a lot of people will follow certain influencers, and nothing wrong with influencers, but there's a big difference between an influencer and someone like me who is a personal stylist who is educating people on how you can make your wardrobe work best for you. So don't always be chasing the trends because they may not apply to you. I'm going to give you an example of myself. The other day, I was going to get my nails done, and I've tried a couple trendy nail looks for the summer, nothing too out there, but I tried a really, really bright pink, like almost neon pink one time. And I only get my nails done every 3 weeks. So it was bright pink and I felt really odd. I felt like my nails were just like standing out. It just didn't suit me. Not that it wouldn't suit you. It just didn't suit me. So then the next time I overcorrected and I went with like the milky, really light color, almost transparent. That also didn't feel like me, but I saw that it was a trend when I was out perusing Pinterest one day and I was like, well, that sounds fun. I'm going to try that. That didn't really work either. So when I went to the nail salon a few days ago, I was like, you know what? Whatever speaks to me, I'm going to go for that look. And so I went with this, and it's not the most exciting look in the world, but it felt like me. And that's all that really matters. So chasing trends, that's style mistake number 2. All right, last one. Mistake number 3 is not exploring what works for you. So you've grown and you've changed and you've evolved and your wardrobe hasn't kept up with you. You need to explore. You need to try maybe a few trends or try something different. But your mind is shut down. You don't know where to begin. So you do nothing. I really encourage people to explore some different things. And here's a few tips. One great way to do this is to host a clothing swap with some of your friends. So it might be a fun night to get together, have some hors d'oeuvres, have some beverages, and just everybody bring the clothes that they're ready to get rid of and do a swap with your friends. So that's idea number 1. Idea number 2 would be to do a little bit of thrifting. So go out, find some great consignment shops. In fact, I have a consignment shop and thrifting guide for you on how to shop smarter, not harder. You can grab that down below as well if you'd like to. Go to consignment shops, find some things that maybe will augment your wardrobe, maybe something you haven't tried for a while. Or another great thing to do at thrift shops or previously loved clothing shops is to find your core items there. So your white t-shirts, your tank tops, your striped tees, your little kimonos you put over everything, like all those kind of things you can find and not have to buy them new. So there's another tip for you. And then the last one is to do rental. Okay, so the blouse I'm wearing right now is a rental from a company called Newly. And that is also in that same Shopping Smart guide. So you can find a list of my favorite rental options. All right, let's dive in to some actual style mistakes. I've got 3 more for you. Stick with me. So let's get into the practical side of things. We've talked about mistake number 1, getting stuck in a rut. Mistake number 2, chasing all the trends. And mistake number 3, not figuring out what works for you. But now we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of 3 style errors or missteps, I guess I would call them, that I see on a regular basis. I hear about them from my clients. They're frustrated, they don't know what to do, so let's dive into that. The first one is the drapey top, all right? Everybody I know, not everybody, but a lot of women in our age range, especially if you are perimenopausal, menopausal, or postmenopausal, have this little belly right here that we've never had before. And everybody's concern is, I want to disguise that, I want to hide it, I want to cover it up. So what do? They wear a big flowy top untucked in an attempt to hide their belly. And all that does is make you look even larger, which very few of us want that. So that is an example of that. And I have lots of examples. Now, one of the prime culprits is this type of top, and it's really unflattering. I mean, it just is. Now, the top I'm wearing right now, even untucked, it's still stylish. It's got a little boho vibe. This does not. Okay, so if you're still wearing these sort of things, I would highly recommend you decide to let go of it. However, I will give you this. If it feels like you and you're comfortable in it and you love the way you feel in it and you love the way you look in it, go for it. That's fine. But I would recommend maybe you belt it, maybe you find a cute way to do a front tuck with it, something like that, to really show it off and not look older than you already are. And here's some other looks that are great flowy fabrics. Again, it's a lot about the fabric. So this is a much more silky rayon type fabric as opposed to the double knit that I showed you before. Number 2 is clingy fabrics, all right? Clingy fabrics. Now I have some things in my closet right now that are summer items. They're tank tops, and I'm a little bit squishier than I would like at the moment, okay? Which is fine. We have to dress the body we have, and we have to accept the body that we have. So I'm in a stage right now where it's like, okay, I'm working out, I'm eating right, and the things that used to work in order for me to lose that no longer work. And so I have to accept it, and I have to actually embrace it. So here are some ideas for you. Okay, so this is a ribbed tank, and the ribbed tank is gonna be binding you in areas that you maybe don't want it to, okay? It's not necessarily the type of fabric, it's the fact that it's ribbed and it's meant to be tight, okay? But for me, it accentuates parts of my body that I don't necessarily love right now. But there are a couple other options for you in the type of tank type of department, okay? So you could go with a little bit looser fitting tank, and be careful though, because you might run into problem number 1, okay, which is the flowy top. Another option in this sort of department would be a sleeveless shell in more of a silky type of fabric. I love this one because it's got a V-neck, it's sleeveless, it's flowy, but it's not oversized. So, and normally I tuck this, or at least partially tuck it, or there's some other things you can do with it. You can tie it up, you can style it in various different ways, and maybe belt it, maybe things like that, that will work for you to offset and not wear those super clingy type of fabrics. And then the last one is capris. I don't actually own these. I went and bought them because I wanted to use them as a demonstration. I'm taking them back. But capri pants that hit you right below the knee to mid calf. And sometimes they're tighter and sometimes they're more of a wide leg. Either way, the capri length you just need to say goodbye to. And I know. There are things out there telling us that capris are back in style. Good for them, okay? But in my opinion, and again, if you love it and you feel good in it, go for it, wear it, okay? But in my opinion, they cut the leg off at an area in your leg that does not flatter really anyone. I actually went on a search for some pictures of capris that looked good on people, and I could not find a single picture where they actually really looked good. The first option would be a skirt. A skirt can be worn in place of shorts. You wear it with a t-shirt and a jean jacket, or no jean jacket if it's hot outside, or even a tank top, and it looks super cute, and it's still got that flow, and the air can flow in and around it, and it's just as comfortable as shorts. Another couple of options would be, instead of your capris, a cropped length, okay? Now, some people don't look great in a wide leg crop. Even though it's a little bit longer, it still is cutting you off at a weird length. If you don't feel comfortable in it, you don't feel like you look good in it, then don't wear it. Even though it's a trend right now, you don't need to. These have more of a kick flare to them. And I think they're a cute little option because they kind of they hit right above the ankle. And on a lot of women, that's kind of, a little sexy area. So a kick flare crop might be a great option for you. The last thing I would offer up as an option besides your capri pants is a full length, like gauzy, linen-y, lightweight, breathable palazzo pants. They might be printed. I chose a white pair, and they're so comfortable, and they're just as cool as wearing shorts, for me anyway. I don't spend a lot of time out in the heat, but I think these are awesome. The other night I went to a birthday party, and so many women were wearing this type of pant instead of wearing shorts, and everybody looked so cute in those type of pants. So those are some options for you on those three things: your oversized blouses, your too tight blouses and tops, and then the capri pants. So take a look at those options. And again, I would highly recommend, if you want to try something different or do something different, try some thrifting, try some a swap, try rentals, try some different things out without making a huge financial commitment. All right, my friend, that's what I have for you today, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and share this with someone who might find it valuable to them. Don't forget to grab the Quick Start Style Guide below or the Smart Shopping Guide below. Both those links will be out there as well. You're gonna feel like your high energy radiance come out, and the woman you're becoming is really on her way.